I want you to pay attention to this from the beginning till the end. Still on justice for Mohbad, Nigerian upcoming music artist who met his demise in a mysterious way. And his so-called fiancée or wife has refused DNA to erase what is called motive in the RIP of this young man. Now, actress Iyabo, known as Shekpeteri, that is her nickname, that's her alias. She's also known as Queen Mother. She and Tonto Dike, another Nollywood actress, they both stood strong behind Wunmi, Cynthia Adebanjo, who wants us to call her Mrs. Aloba, even though Mohbad's father said no, both of them are not married. It was an introduction and engagement. Now, let us keep that aside. We all of a sudden observed that Iyabo and Tonto Dike cut themselves off from the social media presence that got a lot of people worried. They came up with, oh, we are getting him a better coffin after the public cried out and the body of Mohbad was exhumed. They said a lot of things. They lambasted Mohbad's father. They wanted to shut him down. They said he's only interested in the property of his late son. Now we are going to find out who is actually interested in the property of Mohbad. What is it about? Did Mohbad meet his demise as a result of the little thing that he has acquired? And also his, pressure on Wunmi to find out who the father of that little boy called Liam is. When we thought we've heard it all, when we thought we've seen it all, now you are about to hear what you have never heard before. This will blow your mind. Iyabo said Mohbad's father called me and said, I want to find out what other thing or property, whatever it is that my son has, and Wunmi is aware of it, and Mohbad's mother. Now you'll be surprised, Mohbad's mother, yes. Mohbad's mother decided to liaise, decided to connect, lay with, stick with Wunmi, the prime suspect in the RIP of her son. Why? Because she believes that that is where the money is. Let me stick with this lady and the little boy. We will get more pity and empathy. Churches will write us check. Charity organizations will reach out to us. Gullible fans of Mohbad, well-meaning Nigerians, home and abroad, they will stretch their hands of help towards us. And she got loads of money. And with this, she decided to stand against Mohbad's father, even though they already had prior issues in the past that brought about their separation. Now, this is deep. Like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, tap on the thanks button to encourage this channel to do more.
His own concern now and his pain now is that he would like me to ask Mohbad's wife's mother some questions, And I was like, what are the questions? And he laid the questions on the table, which are personal family questions, and most of it is based on property and money, So, and one of it was like, he said to me, I bought my own property with my name. So why would Mohbad buy a property on his son's name?
Oh, so
I think that is shady. When I heard that, when he said that, I didn't argue with him because they are all grieving. So me, I don't argue. When he just told me anything, I said okay. And it took me a while to even call Mohbad's wife. I just for 2-3 days I was pondering on the question, because there were a lot of heavy questions, allegations that he laid. I can see that he already has said it is already on social media. As at then, it was not on social media. He told me, but I was like, how am I even going to put this on down? Because I was very careful. I didn't want to get in between. Do you understand? In between the family issues that they had, But eventually, I called her up and I said, I need to speak to your mom. And then mom was there and she was there, the sister was there, and I just said, "This is what your father-in-law is saying," because for me, it's all about justice for Mohbad. All these property fights that wants to go on, it's not even, as at then, it's not even a month when this. Do you understand? So, I just felt like irritated by all these property issues that they want to start having now. So I think it's their family issue, and they should find a way to sit down and sort this thing out. And Mohbad's wife was, she was crying. She was saying, she's going through a lot. She's stressed. She'll tell her mom, she doesn't know why he's having issues with her. And I was like, have you guys been having issues before? She now said no, that they were very close before, even there was a time, I think maybe when she was pregnant or when she was looking for pregnancy, I can't remember which of the two, that he even took her to the mountain to pray, they are close, but it was after she had the child that they now started having issues. You understand? Something about, I don't want to mention it. I think it's for her to explain when she comes and talk. But I had to reconfirm, is it true Mohbad bought a property in his son's name? And she said yes, that he bought a property in his son's name. I said, okay. The house, apart from that property, is there any other property again that is causing issues? She said no, that the other property is the one that's where they buried Mohbad initially. Yes, and that's with the dad. And I asked if the house they were staying is owned by Mohbad. She said no, that is rented. I think she said they moved in there April, this year. So, and I was like, okay, so is that the only property that is causing issues? She said that. I said, okay.
Now, I want you to pay attention to the interview that Wunmi's elder sister granted 5 days after the demise of Mohbad. All of this is centered on property. You see, it is not possible for Wunmi to continually reject DNA test if there is nothing that has to do with money or inheritance. Do not forget that Mohbad's father said when he went to his son's house after he was called that his son is sick, and they later said, oh, he's okay, and he suspected foul play. He said he met a lawyer and an Islamic cleric. Let us hear her speak and we will talk more.
I don't want to mention him. That's why I'm saying them. I don't want to mention him. Right now, all the allegations about land, there is no land anywhere. There is no property anywhere. Like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that land that they buried Mohbad on, I was the one that wanted to buy that land. But I wanted something closer to by the side of the road. I said I don't want it. My mom advised Mohbad to start having properties aside from the land in the house in Lekki. That was why my mom was involved in the first place. He advised him to start putting his money towards property. So when I turned out the land, my mom introduced, go and get something from the kitchen. My mom introduced the land to Mohbad. Mohbad bought the land. Okay. During the purchase, my mom did not receive cash. Go get it. My mom did not receive cash. Mohbad have people that manage his property, his account. I'm sorry, please bear with me if I'm not using the right words. Mohbad made payment through. Yeah, it's okay. Go. Mohbad made payment through people in charge of his accounts. He didn't give cash to my mom. Thank God my mom advised Mohbad to get a land. What if he didn't get that land? They would just bury him in one useless cemetery. If that land was purchased this year, The land papers were in process. They haven't finished the purchase of the. They haven't finished the papers of the land. They came. I'm going to keep using they came. They came. But you guys will understand. They came to my mom and said they wanted the what is called the document for the land. My mom said the documents are still in process. They fought my mom and said they want the documents. So my mom released the document. They took the land even before Mohbad died. It is okay for Mohbad to give them land. It is okay, but not forcefully. At least willingly it can release it, not forcefully. That was why they have access to go there directly to go and bury him there. Because they forcefully took that land from him and they forcefully took the papers from my mom. We are trying not to come out and talk because the disease doesn't like drama. See, a lot is going on, but there's little we can say. But if they don't stop, if they don't stop, the person that knows everything will come out and talk. Just 2 months ago, they received a vehicle of 5.5 million naira from Mohbad. They went to deliver that vehicle to them. They said it doesn't have plate number, that they will not receive it until when they put plate number. They have to take that vehicle back to Mohbad, go and put plate number. They took that vehicle to them again with plate number. They said they have to put gas. I mean petrol. We call it gas over there. They said they have to put petrol in it before they collect it. They called and my sister said, please, when my sister delivered Liam, he purchased those land after my sister gave birth to Liam. That was why Liam's name is there.
Welcome back. What a mysterious world. A world full of wickedness, evil. A sad one. If Mohbad had been broke, poor, if he had nothing, if he could not afford food to eat, if Mohbad could not pay rent, if Mohbad could not house Wunmi, if Mohbad could not travel abroad, if Mohbad had no talent, if Mohbad could not sing, if Mohbad was a failure, if Mohbad could not afford to buy a car, if Mohbad could not afford any of this, I don't think this conspiracy would be this bad. Not at all. That is why it is important that we all make sure that we stay alive, we stay healthy. We stay healthy. You see, at the end of the day, if you're not careful, after they are done taking you down or RIP you, they will simply ask God for forgiveness. That is if they still have conscience. They will ask God for forgiveness and you will be gone. Particularly if such an individual somehow is able to manipulate human justice. They will manipulate and keep that as something they want. Like, well, it is over. God did not allow them to catch me. God did not allow justice because He is merciful. You probably must have heard some of this, utterances. Still on justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad. Iyabo just spoke. Wunmi's sister also spoke. All of this is centered on what Mohbad has and what it does not have. Now, we all from what we heard can see that they are not matching up with whatever it is that they are putting out there. Now, initially, they said that Mohbad's father was the one interested in his son's property and that he is a greedy man, that he's not seeking for justice. And I could not put my fingers on what they meant. I mean, I could not understand what they meant by the father of a young man that met his Waterloo or met his demise in a mysterious way is after his property. I don't understand. They said, don't you know he has a wife and a child? They are the ones that are supposed to benefit from it. And I'm like, okay, let us review it. And the man said, all right, let's provide DNA as proof that this child belongs to my son. And the lady said, no, that is not justice. It is Mohbad's son. And they said, okay, let us prove this scientifically, because the demise of my son, there are a lot of things attached to it. Because there was a time that my son told me, when I asked him questions about property and real estate, like, man, are you going to spend this little money that you're getting on cars and frivolities? And he said, no, Dad, I bought a land. And his father was taken aback, like, what? You bought a land and I'm not aware of it? How is this possible? How? Well, eventually, the father of Mohbad got to realize that his fiancée / wife, a lady of 25 years old, a mother, a former police officer, or is it traffic warden, or whatever she is, constabulary, or whatever, I don't know what position. She is actually the one in charge. She is the one with the documents of that land. Well, the man called the attention of this woman, and when they were to meet, the man realized that the father of Mohbad realized that there are some discrepancies, and this was not really what it was supposed to be. Why? Because there was no document. Mohbad was so dumb to purchase a land without documents, meaning they just took his money. If not that his father stood up and screamed about it. Now, Karimo, the elder sister of Wunmi, now said that land belongs to her. She sold to Mohbad. Now, regardless, there must be document, certificate of ownership, transfer of it, registered. So the man had to do all of these things. Then he realized that this woman and her daughter, they are sitting on the head of my son. They are manipulating my son. Now, is it a crime? That's the point. That parent or father or mother of an individual stand up on behalf of their son, particularly when their son at a young age of 26, 27 met his demise. They said the thing belongs to the wife and child. We are not having issues with that. We only seek or supported Mohbad's father on the quest for a DNA. And now they are saying something else, that we are not seeking for justice. We are persecuting Wunmi by asking for DNA. How? We didn't ask her to lay down her life. It is simply a request for DNA. If not for what Mohbad has, would there be any of this? Now talk about property. With this secrecy and conspiracy, it is possible that he had some other things that they've hidden, manipulated. I think what they are more interested in is the stream revenue, the music stream revenue of Mohbad, that presently, according to what we are hearing, possibly has run into maybe $1 million. And that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money in Nigerian currency. That's a lot of money. A lot of money anywhere in the world. $1 million. So Wunmi wants to sit on it like, I'm going to die on this one. No, you will go to prison. No one wants you to die. We want you to see. We want you to experience the pain of what you have done. If you're guilty of the demise of Mohbad directly or indirectly, because you were with Mohbad 72, 48, 24 hours after his demise. The only thing you came to do during his burial is to throw in a white piece of cloth with some charms, according to Mohbad's father. And when the man asked questions about this, They said, you, Wunmi, alive, you are protecting a young man that you called your love and your life and your husband's, your husband. You are protecting his life. That's what you said, that you are protecting. How can you be protecting the dead? Someone is gone. Why didn't you protect him when he was alive? Is it the same cloth that you were told, Mohbad told you not to put it on top of his head, that he doesn't want it, you kept putting it? Wunmi, you are as guilty as guilt can ever be. Justice for Mohbad. See you guys in the next update.